Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and pleased to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope everybody is having a great weekend. I hope it's whatever you wanted it to be, whether you wanted it to be restful or energizing or activity packed or productive or even just lazy. And it's a recharge, refresh, rejuvenate weekend. I hope whatever you wanted it to be, I hope that's what it was. So everybody, if it's Sunday, then I'm gonna take a look back at the week that was, and then I'm gonna jump forward and take a look forward. Today's hydration is just water. And it's in a cup. Listen, typically I use like a tumbler or something, but I don't know where all of them are. Probably downstairs. But I'm just using a little Team USA in honor of last night's US gymnastics meet. Me and my mom, if you didn't know this, me and Dolly absolutely love watching the Olympics. We watch the summer, we watch the winter, although our favorite of the two is the Winter Olympics, but we love watching the Olympics. So a few years ago, I had made these. Well, I didn't make the glass. I didn't craft the glass, but I made the I cut these out on my Cricut Joy, and I made these for us. And I will probably do something similar for Paris in 2024. Yeah, we do. We love it. And my mother loves. Well, we both enjoy watching the gymnastics. But my mom is a real big fan of Simone Biles. So we watched it last night. And I thought I would break this out in honor. She's back after 2 years of being away from the sport. She got married. She took some time off to, get her mental health in check. And one thing I do have to say about Simone Biles, even though, listen, no, 100%, she is 100% the GOAT of Olympics. Greatest of all time, Olympic gymnastics, just gymnast. But I did really appreciate and love the fact that back in Tokyo, when she was going through her problems, she didn't shy away from putting it out there that, listen, just because I am a world-class athlete does not mean that mental health issues cannot happen to me. So I love that. But she was back last night. She didn't look like she missed a beat, not a step. And that vault, oh my Lord, like, she's otherworldly. Her talent is just otherworldly. You can't, when you watch it and you're like, how does somebody get that high up in the stratosphere and then land on their feet? Amazing. It's just amazing. So she's back. I'm excited, and that is making me just get really excited for the Paris Olympics. But here's the thing, anytime we watch the Olympics, and we love watching it, I love watching the Olympics, and then I love watching the Paralympics afterwards. But when both of them end, I always get so sad that they're ending. So, okay, so let's look ahead. Actually, today is National Friendship Day. So happy National Friendship Day, friends, all my friends out there. Happy National Friendship Day. I love you guys. And what did I do last week? I'm not going to say anything about work because work is work. We want to hear me talk about work. I finished the book, The Housemaid. I finished that in 4 days. If I had days off and I could just read straight through, I would have finished that book in 2 days. It was a psychological thriller. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. If you want to read it, it kind of reminded me a little bit of one of my favorite books of all time, and that was Gone Girl. I loved Gone Girl. It reminded me of Gone Girl in the fact that it was very twisty and turny. There were at times I was like, oh, what? And I was telling Dolly about it every step of the way, like what happened, like they did this crazy. It was crazy. It was literally bonkers. And I couldn't believe it. And then at the end, when you think everything's done, one person says this one little thing and you're like, oh, the fuck is that? It should have been called the WTF housemaid. That's what it should have been called. The WTF housemaid. It was crazy. There is a second book to the series. I don't think I'm going to read it though. Listen, I know that makes no sense, but I don't know. I like this story, but where it's leading, I don't know if I'm like that great with it. So I finished that one. That was my 32nd book. Although it's not showing for some reason on Goodreads. I have no idea why, and then I started Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. That is the book that I had gotten through Blind Date with a Book, Taylor's version, from Etsy, from the store Bulldog & Co. Listen, Bulldog & Co. It is such a fantastic idea. You can tell that they put much thought into it and much care into every step of this. I absolutely loved it. Once again, it's called Bulldog & Co. and it's on Etsy. Please visit them if you have a book lover in your family or in your friend set, or if you're a book lover, and especially if you're a book lover and you're a Swiftie. It's just amazing. I loved it. What else? Coming up next week, or this coming week, August 8th, we have season 3 of Only Murders in the Building. Oh, and this season, there are 2 extra reasons to watch. My number 1 reason to watch it is, of course, my number 1 dream lover, Mr. Paul Rudd, is going to be on it. And listen, if you have watched my channel for any point of time, you know I love Mr. Paul Rudd. I love everything about him. But then also, hold up, they also added in one of the greatest actresses living, and that is Meryl Streep. Listen, say what you want, but Meryl Streep, she can play any role. As Cam from Modern Family had said, Meryl Streep as Batman, sure. Meryl Streep can play anybody. Listen, there's 2 actresses that are alive right now that I think can play anything. It can do any role. And that's Meryl Streep and Viola Davis. Gonna tell you, it's flawless. So I'm excited. I'm super excited for that. Also, going back to Taylor Swift, we heard this past week that her heart is bigger than we thought, because it is her first leg of the North American tour for her Eras tour is ending. She is playing 6 nights at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, and she has gifted her drivers and her entire crew, everybody that was part of her crew for this tour. She'd gifted them bonuses. We're not sure, it didn't come out about how much she'd gifted to like her band, everybody from like her background band, her background singers, her dancers, people on the lighting crew, down to caterers. Everybody had gotten a bonus. But we found out this past week that she gave each one of her truck drivers, that's 50 truck drivers. It takes 50 trucks for this massive, epic stage setting. So she gifted each one of them $100,000. That is for a total of $5 million. And then I saw on TikTok where a woman said that her uncle is the head driver, and he had actually gotten $200,000. That's amazing. Now, say what you want about her. If you don't like her music, I understand. We don't all have the same, we can't all have great tastes. If you don't, no, I'm just saying, if you don't like her music, that's fine. Not everybody has to like the same music. But you just cannot argue with the fact that she is extremely generous and extremely kind. And for a lot of these people I was reading, for a lot of these truckers, this is a down payment on a house. I mean, sure, people are going to be like, well, she has all this money. Right, she could do absolutely nothing. But she gave $100,000 to each one of these truck drivers. When she goes into a city, she makes a very generous donation to the local food bank. And in return, with the air tour coming into towns, it has bolstered and boosted these economies. I know in Pittsburgh, they were saying just her two shows brought in a revenue of $46 million. That's $46 million. So say what you want. If you don't like her music, which I once again cannot understand how anybody could not listen to her songs and not think that she is just a very gifted and talented songwriter. But say what you want about her music, but you cannot deny the fact that she has a kind heart, and she is a giving individual that cares about others. So that's just it. That's my TED Talk on Taylor Swift and why I am a late to the party 55-year-old Swiftie. So there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna jump into the future because we're gonna do National Calendar Day. Monday, now listen, tomorrow it is Purple Heart Day. It's National Purple Heart Day. And the Purple Heart is the oldest American military decoration for military merit. It was actually created by George Washington in 1782. And the first female to receive the Purple Heart was Army Lieutenant Annie G. Fox. And I believe it was for World War II. It's also National Raspberries and Cream Day, and National Sea Serpent Day, and National Lighthouse Day. Tuesday, if you're playing pickleball, it's your day. Grab your paddle and go play some pickleball. It's Global Sleep Under the Stars Day. That will not be me. I will not be sleeping under the stars. You want to know why? Because number one, bugs. Number two, I can't get down on the ground. Because if I get down on the ground, it's going to take a crane and about 87 people to pick me up off the ground. And third of all, skunks. You heard me, skunks. We have skunks that roam the neighborhood at night. You know how I know that? Because when you sleep with the windows open, sometimes you can smell them. Also, years ago, my mom and dad were sitting out in the front porch, and it was nighttime, and sure enough, here comes skunk family walking down the street, just tootling right down the street, like, it was main day parade. Like it was, like it was their house. They were just walking down the street. No, skunks, I don't need that. No, thank you. It's also International Cat Day, so happy days to all the cat lovers. It's also National Dollar Bill Day. National Dollar Bill Day. No, it's actually National Dollar Day, and this is a day that commemorates and celebrates the day that Congress established the monetary system back in 1786. And it told you things that you can do to celebrate. I mean, you can just stand around and just be like, dollar bills, y'all. It's all real, y'all. Get the dollars. You can go out, roll around in some dollar bills. You can go spend some money. You can, learn facts about dollar bills. But listen, trivia question. Who was on the first dollar bill? You might be thinking George Washington, but you would be wrong. It is Salmon P. Chase. Who was that? Well, that was Abe Lincoln's Secretary of Treasurer. So there we go. It's also Happiness Happens Day. I think they said to celebrate this, just be grateful for and appreciate things that make you happy around you and smile. What makes me happy? Listen, the number one thing that makes me happy is right in the other room. That's my mother, Dolly. The other one's in there, Jack. Other things to be happy about. Only Murders in the Building is coming back on August 8th on Hulu. Not sponsored. My friends making videos for you guys, reality TV. Being included on important family news and not finding out about it on the internet or on Facebook through deleted posts. Family members actually including me in things of that nature. There's going to be a rant on that later, kids. It is also, now listen, here's another one. And every day has a day. Everything has a day, obviously. Because Tuesday is also sneak some zucchini onto your neighbor's porch. So if you have extra zucchini, just sneak onto their porch. Get past their security system. Leave some zucchini on there. But men, please, keep the eggplant to yourself. Oh, please. Wednesday, it is International World Indigenous Peoples Day. It's National Rice Pudding Day. Oh, listen, I know rice pudding, I think, is for old people. I like a good rice pudding. That means I'm old, I guess. It's also, listen, this is a day for two of my really good friends, and that is Kristen from the channel Kristen Lee and Emily from Emily's Life on Wheels, because it's National Book Lovers Day on Wednesday. Celebrate, ladies! It said to celebrate, take the day off and spend it reading. I wish I could. Okay. Also, speaking of my friend Emily from Emily's Life on Wheels, Thursday is National Connecticut Day. Emily lives in Connecticut. So that's your day. It's National Connecticut Day. Connecticut was the 5th state to join the Union, and it became a state on January 9th, 1978. It's also World Lion Day, National S'mores Day. I love a good s'mores day. Tell me in the comments for the s'mores, do you like your marshmallow really toasty, burnt, or not really that toasty? I like mine kind of burnt. It's also National Lazy Day, which, why would you make it on a Thursday? Why not make it on like a Saturday or a Sunday? Friday, it's Play in the Sand Day. It's National Sons and Daughters Day. Yay! So on Saturday, it's a National Middle Child Day. It's for my brother Kevin. It's his day. It's National Vinyl Record Day. Oh, I have some goodies down. We have some goodies downstairs. National Garage Sale Day, National Bowling Day, and World Elephant Day. And lastly, on Sunday, next Sunday, celebrate with some Prosecco because it's National Prosecco Day. Also, with your Prosecco, you can have some filet mignon. You can have some filet mignon because it is National Filet Mignon Day. Filet mignon. And it's also National Left-Handers Day. My father was a proud lefty. And they say that approximately 10% of the world population are left-handed, and there's a better chance that you're going to be left-handed if one of your parents was left-handed. So there we go. That is the wrap-up. That is the review, wrap-up, reset for Sunday. Okay, so a little bit later on, me and Dolly are going to be going out to my brother Kevin's because my nephew is headed off to college for his freshman year. So he invited us out for dinner, and which is very nice for him to include us in things. So we are going to be doing that a little bit later on. So if nobody told you yet today, everybody have a great day. I love you. Please make sure that you spread love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there. Take care of one another. Please, also, just as a reminder, nobody will see this, but know that as a human being, humans, unlike robots, can have more than one emotion at a time. So with that being said, everybody have a good day and a great week, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.